Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate that, and I'm very glad to see you all in today's video. And as you can see from the title, we are going to talk about perfumery and astrology. And if you have no idea what I'm actually doing, I'm basically recommending perfumes to different zodiac signs. And the star of today's show is a beautiful zodiac sign, Sagittarius. But before I actually recommend a perfume for this zodiac sign, I want to tell you one little thing that is very important to keep in your mind when you're watching these videos, and that is basically sometimes you might be confused when I'm describing your zodiac sign, and you might think, man, that is not who I am. And that is because that might be not even your zodiac sign. I will explain. For example, I'm born on the 25th of April, so technically I'm a Taurus, but my ascendant, my rising sign is Virgo, and it is very important to find out what is your ascendant. It is very easy to do. You need to go on the internet, type in your exact date, time and place of birth, and then you will find out what your ascendant is. I'm very passionate about astrology. I believe in it, but not in that Western popular astrology that you can read about in the magazines. I make my research in a Vedic astrology because, in my opinion, that is the most accurate and real astrology. And I recommend perfumes depending on the characteristics of zodiac signs. So let's get started talking about Sagittarius, and as always, first of all, I'll give you the general information about the zodiac sign. So the element of Sagittarius is fire, quality is immutable, color is blue, day of the week is Thursday, and the ruler planet of Sagittarius is Jupiter. So the strengths of Sagittarius is surely that they are generous, idealistic, and they have great sense of humor. The weaknesses are they can promise more than can deliver, they might be very impassioned, and they will say anything, no matter how undiplomatic that is. So Sagittarius likes freedom, travel, philosophy, and being outdoors, and they dislike clingy people, being constrained, off-the-wall theories and details. So Sagittarius are curious and energetic. Sagittarius is also one of the biggest travelers among all the zodiac signs, and their open mind and philosophical view motivates them to wander around the world in search for the meaning of life. Sagittarius is extrovert for sure. They are very optimistic, enthusiastic, and they like changes. Sagittarius born are able to transform their thoughts into concrete actions, and they will do anything to achieve their goals, which is very fascinating. So you know what? The fragrance that I will recommend for Sagittarius is a new perfume in my collection, but the timing was perfect because when I received it and smelled it, Sagittarius was the zodiac sign that I associated with it. So perfume that I would recommend for Sagittarius is Ruby Wood by EXALTATUM London. This is an indie niche perfume house from UK that I'm very passionate about because they have very different niche perfumes. They are very long-lasting and extremely high quality, and they're just so complex. So Ruby Wood is a novelty which I totally adore. I associate Ruby Wood with pinkish red woods. That's why I'm dressed up in pink. By the way, I got a compliment that pink suits me real well, so here you go. But let's talk about Ruby Wood. It opens with such an interesting, bold and fun berry scent, which does not smell playful or cheap or just girly. It smells of real wild berries, very crisp, a bit citrusy, a bit sour, and there is also a spicy moment going on, which I was looking for in the perfume for Sagittarius because I wanted that spiciness, this fiery moment, but it is pretty glamorous in here. Nothing that would be too intense or overwhelming. So the opening is bright, it's very real, and when I smell it, I imagine that I walk through the colorful autumnal forest. It is a very atmospheric scent, and I like the combination of rose and geranium in the heart of this composition because rose in here is dark red and very sensual, but geranium is more fresh and cold, and that contrast is very interesting and actually noticeable. There is a bit of a sweetness that comes from a strawberry and just a little powdery touch from a violet, but what is mostly interesting is basically the combination of patchouli, coffee and olibanum. It is so aromatic and just really deep, and it has a very powerful aroma that gives this perfume a lot of strength. And when you wait till the dry down, you'll get those glamorous woodsy notes. which are pretty polished. So I was fascinated by how emotional this perfume is. It is so nicely blended, even though really multi-layered. And me personally, it smells of a free spirit that lives in each Sagittarius. And even though this perfume has a floriental moment going on, in my opinion, it is truly unisex and kind of your signature elegant scent with a lot of elements and a lot of life in it. So I would recommend it not only to Sagittarius, but to people who love the idea of this perfume and the notes. And it is very long lasting, it is just great quality, and I'm totally in love with it. It has amazing projection and it creates a very atmospherical aroma, and in my opinion it was created to satisfy, to attract and to calm down, because each Sagittarius needs to be calmed down from time to time. And that basically completes this video. I hope that you enjoyed watching it. If so, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because that helps me out so much, and leave me a comment what is your zodiac sign. So thank you so much for watching, stay tuned, smell good, and we'll see each other next one really soon. Bye guys.